This is Paul Bryant with South Coast Yachts, and today I'm going to show you how to clean the paddle wheel on your speed impeller. This is the unit that sends information and data to your speed instrument. No matter what manufacturer you have, they use the same device, and these paddle wheels get clogged with seaweed and worm coral, stuff like that, especially this time when the water starts to warm up in the summer months. And just going to show you how to keep that paddle wheel clean, take it out and remove all that growth. So here we go. Alright, so here's the impeller, or the paddle wheel impeller down here, or the transducer I should say. There's always a blanking plug here that's located right next to the transducer. And this is a Beneteau Sense 50. It's actually wired on so it can't get lost. You'll notice there's an arrow pointing forward here. This one's actually painted yellow, and that's to locate this paddle wheel so that it's facing straight forward. Obviously you don't want to angle this thing so that the paddle wheel's pointing off at an angle. You won't get a proper reading. So here's the transducer. It's also got an angle arrow on the front to make sure that you locate it forward. Unscrew the ring that's at the bottom and then pull up. You're going to get a bit of water coming in, but there's a stopper that comes up like a flap that prevents the water gushing in a huge geyser. Put your finger on top and spin this paddle wheel down. You have to push down and then turn the ring. Never over tighten it, just with your fingertips. Fingertip tight. This particular model, this is a B&G. This has a paddle wheel on one side for the speed, and then this is your depth transducer. Older boats are going to have a separate transducer for the depth, which you don't need to take out and clean. Only the speed one, and usually if it's a Raymarine, the speed transducer is quite a bit narrower than the depth, so that's how you can identify them. This paddle wheel has a little bit of growth on it. It's just seaweed. Sometimes you'll find this just clogged full of white worm coral. If you find that, you can soften that up because it's pretty hard. You can soften it up by sticking it in a cup of white vinegar. Just cheap white vinegar, leave it for 10-15 minutes and it turns to toothpaste, and then you can clean it off. Use something like a wooden toothpick, a Swiss Army knife, something to get down. You need to get down underneath this paddle wheel to clean, because that's where the sensor is that senses the rotation of this paddle wheel. So you need to give that a good clean. Don't rely on the diver to clean these, because all the diver can see from under the boat is that. They can't get underneath to clean this thing that well. So it's up to the boat owner to clean this thing properly. So once you've cleaned that, make sure you've got your arrow facing forward. Here's the ring that spins it down. There's two rubber O-rings on here that's going to help the thing seat. So you've got to push this thing down, twist it a little bit so that it locks, because it's actually keyed. There's a little key here that engages in a notch in the barrel of the through-hole fitting. And so you push down, twist it a little bit till you feel it lock in, and then spin this down. Okay, so we're going to pull this blanking plug out again, unscrew it, and then pull it out. We're going to get a bit of water coming in. Don't panic, that will go into the bilge. Push this one down. Make sure you aim it forward. See, I can't, once it's engaged, the key is engaged, I can't rotate it. Then spin the ring, locking ring down all the way to the bottom, and then fingertip tight. Don't crank on that, just as tight as you can do it with your fingertips. Otherwise you'll never be able to undo it again. And that's it. That's how to clean your speed impeller on your...
What's your name again?
Paul Bryant with South Coast Yachts. Thank you, Barrett.